So today I have this notebook, and this notebook, let us consider this notebook, let us imagine this notebook as a folder. I have this paper, a 2-page paper. Let's have this as a resume which I am carrying with me. So this folder I'll be carrying with me. I'll be showing you 2 situations or 2 scenarios, wherein the first scenario would be something different. You will let me know whether that is right or that is wrong. The second situation, whether that is right or that is wrong. What I need to do, what I should not be doing, and how I will be entering into the interview hall, that we are going to learn in today's this demonstrative session. So my first entry will be from the door. So I'll be moving outside, I'll be knocking the door, and I'll be coming. May I get in, sir?
Yes.
So the first, what I am entering is that I am entering and I am closing the door like this. So what I did, I asked for a permission, I knocked the door, asked for a permission, and after asking for a permission, I am turning complete 360 degree and closing the door. This is scene 1, take 1. Tell me whether this is the right way to close the door. Is it the right way to close the door? If I come and I am just showing my back to the recruiter,
No.
so is it the right way?
360 degree घूमना right.
360 degree turning is not right. Okay. So let's see if I am going to knock it and I'm asking a permission, and after that I am coming directly here without closing the door. Is it a right way?
No.
It is even not a right way. So now we will see situation number 3, wherein a candidate is entering in a proper way. May I get in, sir? Thank you. Your first step would be always the right foot. Second, let us see that whether the door is towards my left hand or the door is towards my right hand. Now in this case, the door is towards my left. So what I need to do is that I need to turn my body, but not total 360. Rather, I need to turn it 40-45 degrees around. And right now, I am going to close it. Make it sure that the door is closed, but it is not creating more noise. Many people, they don't do that. They think that there is a hydraulic system, it will automatically get closed, but try to understand that even if with the hydraulic system, that is not going to create more noise. So hold it properly and make it assure that you are not creating sound in a room wherein it is pin drop silence. Now from here, the recruiter is sitting there. I cannot greet the recruiter, good morning sir, right from here. So what I need to do is that I need to make a step forward, maybe 1 and 2, and a little closer to the recruiter. When I'm getting a little closer to the recruiter, I'll greet to the recruiter, good morning sir, and see the reaction and the response of the recruiter's face. Sometimes the recruiters used to be busy in certain noting, and once you're wishing them, they may simply nod their head, but they will not have an eye contact with you. Certain times, the recruiter is busy over a phone call. So you should wait until the time the recruiter is stopping the phone conversation. Wait for a little while until the recruiter is going to stop the phone conversation. Then greet the recruiter, good morning sir. And once you're greeting the recruiter, good morning sir, after that, what you need to do is that come closer to your chair. Let's say this is the candidate's chair, and it's a heavy built chair as well. The floor area is a tile surface. If I'm going to drag the chair roughly, it will create a noise. Like, definitely it will create some noise in a pin drop silence ambience. So what I need to do, I should not do that. I'm holding a folder in my hand. First of all, I'll be keeping the folder and waiting for the time if the recruiter is asking me to have a seat. If the recruiter is not speaking anything, then please have a seat. I have to ask a permission. But after how much of seconds? Just wait for 5 to 7 seconds, not more than that. That doesn't mean that we hurry to ask a permission, sir, may I have a seat? Wait for 5 seconds to 7 seconds, and let's say that if the recruiter is asking you to have a seat, it's better say thank you and then grab the chair. If the recruiter is not asking you any sort of things, then attempt to ask like this: sir, may I have a seat? And the recruiter will definitely never say no. And after that, hold the chair, and what you need to do is that make it in such a way that it is not creating noise, more noise. After that, when you are sitting, make it sure that you should sit, and while sitting, you should make your legs always straight. And sitting posture would be upright. Shoulders should be backwards and it should be T-shaped. And your 2 foot need to be straight down, with the distance between the 2 foot need to be 6 inches to 16 inches. What is the reason of 6 inches to 16 inches? The reason is that you would look very professional and you would look very gentle as well. If you make a crossed legs while sitting, you are sitting but you are making a crossed leg, that indicates that you are closed-minded. If you are sitting but you are taking both your legs under the chair, again it indicates that you are very casual. If you are sitting and you are stretching the legs and you are giving a ankle lock, that also indicates that you are very casual and you are not at all very serious for the job interview. So sit properly. Your back should not be completely to the back of the chair. Rather, you should little forward your body. Your chest and your face need to be forwarded to the recruiter. That indicates that I'm interested to the job and I'm really excited to answer to the questions. Now the first thing is that you need to understand that here there is a folder wherein you have a resume. So you need to ask to the recruiter, sir, may I offer my resume to you? Ask it. It is really required. They may have your resume earlier or may not have a resume earlier. It is always advised that from our side, from our end, we need to ask it to the recruiter, sir, may I offer my resume to you? And once the recruiter is telling yes, take out the resume from your folder. Now, how to submit the resume? Many people, they submit it very wrongly. They submit it like this: sir, this is my resume. Sir, this is my resume. It is type, which is not at all required. And certain other people say they used to do, sir, this is my resume, which is always a negative sign, a wrong thing. Never do that. Now hold the resume from both the sides center. Maybe from the left side, maybe from the right side. Hold it like this. And release the right hand. Hold it to the top left. Release your left hand. Hold it to the bottom right. Turn it. Now you see, this is your front side of the resume. It should be always like this. Hold it. Release your right. Hold it to the top left. Release your left. Hold it to the bottom right. Turn it and say, so this is my resume. Once again, right from the starting, you need to ask to the recruiter, sir, may I offer my resume? Thank you, sir. Take your resume out. So this is my profile. Now once you have given your profile and the recruiter is asking you questions, you need to address the question, and while addressing the question, your hands should move according to the way you are speaking. You should not keep your hands always on your lap. You should not keep your hands crossed on the table. Now that indicates that you are closed-minded. This indicates that you are inexpressive. If you keep it on the lap completely and speak, it indicates that you are not very expressive person. If you keep it locked on the table, it indicates that you are a closed-minded person. So don't do these two things. Instead of that, you can use your hand expressions, your hand waving appropriately according to the words that you're speaking, and say to the recruiter what you are going to speak with a proper smile on your face. With a proper smile on your face. That doesn't mean that I am saying you to laugh. I'm saying you to have a smile on your face and try to address the things in such a way that you are excited for the job interview. Now the interview is over. Now, after the interview is over, from your end, always try to greet the recruiter by saying, "Thank you, sir, it was a nice interview. I have got an experience and an exposure of an interview, and it was a good time interacting with you. Thank you." Make a handshake with the recruiter. Now you say, "Sir, is it good to make a handshake?" Yes, if the recruiter is a young person, obviously make a handshake. If the recruiter is a very elderly person, try to keep it with you. Do not make a handshake, but at least say that, "Sir, today I got an experience and an exposure of an interview. Very interestingly, I have learned many things from this one. I'm eagerly waiting for the turn when I'm going to get an opportunity to get a job in your company so that I can work for the industry much better and add values to the company's productivity." Now the thing is that if the recruiter is telling to you, "Well, we are done for the day, the interview is over, and I will let you know about the result soon, maybe in a day or two." If this is the case, now how you are going to work out? How you are going to make it up? So please try to speak that. Please try to speak it to the recruiter that, "Thank you, sir, it was really interesting to listen and really interesting to have an interaction with you. Thank you. May I take your leave right now?" Ask this, that, "May I take your leave, sir?" And if the recruiter is telling yes, now what you need to do is that you need to lift up yourself from the chair, put the chair back at its position, hold your folder and say thank you to the recruiter. "Thank you very much, sir." Now you are leaving. Now I said you do not show your back to the recruiter, but I cannot make a temple like this like this. So what I need to do is that I have to say thank you to the recruiter, and after that I will definitely turn up and I will move. But how I am going to open the door, that matters. This was the door, so I opened it. I can't go like that directly. That would be very indecent. So what I need to do is that after coming here up to this position of the door, I have to open the door very softly, and once again my right foot, 1, 2, and if the recruiter is watching me, then I will say thank you, and I will close it like this. Knocking is like this. Right step first, then left. Try to close it without creating any noise. 1, 2, 3 steps like this, according to the distance, and then after greet the recruiter. If the recruiter is freely having no works and he is not noting anything, not having a phone call, say to the recruiter, "Good morning, sir," maybe "Good afternoon," or maybe "Good evening," as per the time. Exactly by 12 o'clock if you are entering, never say "Good afternoon," say "Good noon, sir." That is good noon, not good afternoon. Good afternoon is always 12 after 12. Means 12:01, 12:02, that is good afternoon. So exactly at 12 o'clock, that is good noon, sir. And you need to come and all the things we have observed that one. Let us say that there is not one recruiter. 2 recruiters are there. Out of both, one is a lady and the other one is a gents. Try to understand that if they are equivalently of the same age group, try to greet the lady first by saying, "Good morning, ma'am." "Good morning, sir." Now that is really good. But if you find that the lady is a very young lady and the other person who is sitting is a very aged old person, so if the other person is an aged old person, what you need to say to that person? You need to say, first of all, "Good morning, sir. and good morning ma'am. But if two ladies are sitting, what you would say? Good morning ma'ams, that will do the work. If two gents are sitting, good morning sirs, that will do the work. But don't say good morning sir, good morning sir, good morning ma'am, good morning ma'am. That's very indecent. Just like a school going student saying to the teachers good morning ma'am, like that. So don't say. If two ladies are sitting, good morning ma'ams will do the work. If two gents are sitting, good morning sirs will do the work. If a lady and a gents both are sitting of the equal age group, greet the lady first by saying good morning ma'am, good morning sir. And if a lady is there but the elderly person who is sitting is a gents, so try always to greet to the gents member who is elderly person, good morning sir and good morning ma'am. Now these are some of the basic matters which speaks about your personality, which speaks about your behaviors, which speaks about your etiquettes. And many of the people, they do a lot of mistakes in that. So try to understand that how you are going to hold your resume. Hold it right from the center. Release your right, hold it to the left top. Release your left, hold it to the right bottom and turn it.